So young man, 30 years old, I think he's 30, 31. He reaches out to me about a year and a half ago, and he's like, "Are you speaking anywhere in New York? I'd like to come see you speak." And I'm like, "You want to see me speak, or like what do you really want?" He's like, "I want to meet you." You want to meet? If you want to meet, you don't have to wait for me to speak. Just come to the aisle. Have you ever been to the aisle? No, I've never been to the aisle. Please come. Okay. So he comes to the aisle. He says, "Can I bring a friend?" The more the merrier. Obviously, sure, of course. So he comes and brings his friend. These two young guys. And they say, "We've been watching you for a few years." They said, "You're our rabbi." During COVID, 2020, we're sitting around and we're like, what are we going to do with our lives? So we decided we're making our own yeshiva. Now they said, both of us grew up with, they said, for both of us, the most Jewish things in our upbringing were bar mitzvah and birthright. That's it. But we decided, we're doing nothing. Like, we've got to find some meaning. We're starting a yeshiva. And they knew the word yeshiva. So we went around YouTube. We started trying to find rabbis. And we found one that we liked. And we decided we like you. And our yeshiva is we watch one of your classes and we discuss it together. That was our yeshiva. And then we did that for a while. And this is going to be very meaningful to you because, Rivka, because you told me specifically earlier about your being a shadchan, being a matchmaker, specifically the idea of Jewish marriages. So I'll tell you something wild. They said, after watching your classes for a year, we decided we have to do something practical. We have to make a resolution, which I was blown away that they had that sensitivity, right? You can't just, like the Rebbe used to say so many times, hamaisa hu ha'ikar, the action is the main thing. So we made this is the word they used, we made a blood pact. I don't think they actually cut their finger or anything, but we made a solemn oath that we're only going to marry Jewish. One of them got married a Jewish girl from Pennsylvania, from Allentown, I think. The other one is still single and available, and maybe I'll give him your number.
You'll send me his number.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for good guys.
He's a very good guy. Okay, so here's the story. So this young guy, the one who's still single, we go into the aisle, and we come out, and he says, "If I tell you what I asked at the aisle, will it still come true?" Which I thought was a very cute question. I was thinking, I think people have a superstition, with the birthday candle wishes, you blow out the candles, but don't tell anyone your wish or it won't come true. I said, yeah, you could tell. You don't have to tell me. It's private. But if you want to share it with me, it's not going to lessen the impact of it. So he said, when I was at the aisle, I told the Rebbe, and he said it very seriously. I told the Rebbe, not at the gravesite. He saw it as he's going into Yechidus, as going to a private audience with the Rebbe. And, do the math, by the way, because the Rebbe passed away in 1994. This story happened happened probably last year, 2024. So you're talking about someone who was born around or even after.
Just after the
Rebbe's passing, right? And yet he's going into the aisle, and this is his personal meeting. He's meeting the Rebbe. So he says, I told the Rebbe in my note that because I found you through your internet presence, I'm asking the Rebbe for a blessing that he should expand your internet presence. And when he said it to me, it felt very, very true. And I said to him, I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure it's going to happen. Now, I wouldn't tell him this, and I didn't tell him this, but also my second thought, which I filtered, was if I went in and I asked for such a blessing, I'm not sure if it would happen, but he went in with such purity and innocence and asked for that. I was sure it was going to happen. And wouldn't you know it, within weeks, things just started popping and popping inexplicably. It didn't make sense. And the numbers, especially on Instagram, was just really exponential. It was just going from 30,000 to 60,000, 100,000, 200, 300. And then on YouTube, that's my plaque, by the way. The silver plaque is so that's YouTube Silver. That's 100,000 subscribers. 1 million is gold and 10
And
million
you get that
is
in the
platinum.
mail? They mail it to
Yeah,
you?
they send it UPS. Trust me, I was refreshing the tracking number, the page, UPS tracking page. I was refreshing it until I got it. So if people want to know like how all of my platforms blew up, is because this guy Leo went into the aisle and asked for a bracha.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing because
Yeah.
Rabbi Sachs had told us also that the most transformative moments happen when someone else believes in you more than you believe in yourself.
Hi there. I hope you're enjoying this. If the videos that we're creating have enriched your life in any way, I would like to ask you to please consider partnering with us to create more content to help change more lives. There's a link above, as well as in the comment section, to our annual campaign. We're raising our annual budget. If you would consider partnering with us at any amount, even $1, it makes you a partner in what we do in changing lives. Thank you so much.